Well, the cultural activities at Bethune, they're answering that question. For those that aren't interested in sports, the old Bethune gym, they spent a bunch of money remodeling that and fixing it up so that they can use it for projects like that. And I'm sure you're familiar with that one. Mansura has, well, they've got a lot of other activities, you know, because they're one of the few places that has a place like the Courthouse Center, which is excellent for things and programs. In fact, I heard you speak there once.
Okay.
That's Marcus Johnson. He's running for representative. Just in case you don't know.
Mr. Charles, I got a
Yeah,
question
sure.
I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
As it is right now, the tax proposal you're discussing, is it amendable or the word's locked in?
It's
like,
locked in. I mean, whether let's say it fails, what we do next, I can tell you that the three that are on the commission now, they're pretty exhausted, okay? I started helping much against the advice of my middle child. Daddy, you got an election next year. Why are you getting involved in the controversial issue? Anybody who knows me, in 28 years of public life, I never shied away from controversy, okay? I had somebody accuse me the other day, were you gonna get killed because of the Stafford greenhouse case? I said, the night the arrests were made, I recused my office. It was the Attorney General. Then I read in the newspaper the Attorney General criticizing the plea bargain with one of the parties. And I said, well, that's funny. He's the one who made the plea bargain. I'm not going to shy away from controversy there.
Well, the reason why I was asking that question is if there's a lot of public outcry, if you still had the flexibility to tweak it and make some changes that might be more palatable.
I will tell you, I have made some recommendations that I thought would be good, maybe make it easier to pass, and it wasn't accepted. And I can tell you that the two people who visited these other 15 courthouses and asked how they got it passed, they have basically followed that path. Not courthouses, courtroom facilities, basically. So no, to answer your question directly, for the November, is it November 12th?
That's correct.
November 12th? For the November 12th election, we can't change the election. For future plans, possible. I don't know if we'll have the free land. I don't know if the same, well, probably the same plans could be used. And just remember, those architectural plans are plans. They're not construction plans. If anybody involved in construction, it'll probably be 60 to 70 pages. This is basically an outside view of an inside view. Okay.
Just asking what you just said, I don't know if I'll still have the free land. We have the land. The land is ours to do as we.
The land is ours if the tax passes.
Okay, so if the tax
doesn't
passes.
pass, it's not donated.
Okay, just want to confirm that.
I mean, yeah, that's absolute. I mean, he said, look, I could receive $338,000.
That's in writing.
Donated.
That's in the paperwork.
The donation is conditional.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not ours unless the tax passes.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah,
confirm on
no,
that.
that's absolute. No
Okay.
question. And that answer hasn't changed.
Okay, I'll just make sure.
The reason I say that is because some people have said that we've changed our ansers.
No, I was confirming.
I'm not saying you did it. Yeah,
No.
that's confirmed.
The picture that they have in the newspaper.
Yeah, which is very hard to read.
Did we pay for that?
Oh, good. Glad you asked that question. The Tunica Biloxi tribe was very interested in the project from the beginning. They gave them $50,000. Now, once it's donated to the commission, it becomes public money, so they can't get it back. That money was used for the plans. After they saw the plans, they said, we're going to give another $50,000 to promote this project.
Okay, but those plans were done before the citizens of Avoylles knew about this Justice Center?
Yeah. And let me give you a reason why. 8 years ago, when we proposed the other one, I actually argued with Judge Bennett. I said, we got to have plans, Judge. Nobody's going to be for it. You know what the biggest question was? What's it going to look like? And it failed miserably. So I said, this time, Judge, we're going to have plans. And he agreed. We need plans for people to see. And the money being used was donated only for that purpose, to get the design of the plans. Judge, can we grab your big board real
What's
quick?
that? Oh, yeah.
Hey, by the way, do we have any of the pamphlets that were floating around the other day?
Do you have pamphlets in your office too, Judge?
I do, yeah.
Okay. He has an oversized plan, because the newspaper, you really can't see it.
I mean, it looks nice. I just.
Oh, no, it looks nice. Oh, and the outside looks great. I love the outside. The inside, I would argue for a smaller space for the clerk of court, okay? And really the jury deliberation, jury waiting room, whatever they call it, I think is mainly built for a future third judge. I don't think the clerk's office needs that much space, okay? That could be something that in the final construction plans, this is as close as we could get to present to the public so the public can make a rational decision, not based on what somebody else is gonna come up with something, okay? Because we lost the last time, and that was a big reason why. What are y'all building? Who's gonna get the building? Where's it gonna be? We didn't even have where it was gonna be. We thought it was gonna be there, but they said subject to.
Okay, but where's it gonna be? You said it's not Minnesota.
Well, it's in the Minnesota corporate limits for 200 feet. The rest of it's not in Minnesota.
The plans we used at the last.
Oh, I'm
meeting,
sorry.
they're not in
Okay.
the-
If anybody
Yeah,
wants a
the
brochure,
vision,
there's a
the vision,
brochure.
yeah.
What the plan is there, Judge?
No.
Okay. Oh, you can go to the internet, and if you go on,
That's right, they're
not
on.
the Facebook site, it's the internet, avoylesjusticecenter.com. If you go on there, it has plans, and then you go to site plans, and click on that, and my lack of knowledge, it didn't pop up. What it did was it downloaded. So you have to go to your downloads and open that up. Then you can see the details of the facility.
What is a satellite office?
Like for me,
Yeah,
the
there's a
DA satellite office.
clerk of
DA
court.
satellite office means I'm not moving, but when we're in court, we need a room where we can discuss with victims, have a computer to, because we do a lot of, you know where we have our
Move from
computer
one office, in
now?
other words, they can send stuff from their office by computer to their.
If
to
you
their-
look in his courtroom, you know where our computer is?
It's on the
It's
table.
located on a table behind the jury box, and we're actually typing up pleadings off of that. We need a place.
It's a
where-
very small meeting here, yeah.
Judge, one thing
But
I
it'll be
want.
permanent, in other words, it'll be his computer, they'll just
Right,
operate back.
I won't have to bring it back and forth, which, you know, it's gonna, look, it's gonna be trouble for us, hauling all our files there, because we don't leave file, we could leave files there, but we need the files to work on. But the computer, telephone, a place where we can sit and be, that's why it's
I
called a
didn't know if
satellite
it was like
office.
one of those,
Portable buildings or something?
no, like how you do, sometimes I see a doctor over the, if he's in another state or
Oh,
another town and he
yeah.
can't come down.
No, it's strictly for us to have our own key, keep people out where they can't try to get our information, and a place to meet with victims. That's what it's for. What was I gonna say? Which I believe the clerk's office should be a satellite office, not a big space. And in fact, personally, I'm opposed to the clerk's office moving over there. Not the personnel, the criminal court and the court stuff. I'm not in favor of the clerk's office taking everything out and going over there. Not at all. But that's, I'm not running for clerk. Yes.
If the whole thing passes, the contracting the building, is that gonna be outsourced out of parish, or is it gonna be contractors in parish?
The way the state of Louisiana works, you have to do public bids. And the lowest bidder, as long as he complies with the bid restrictions, has to be given a contract. So it could be one of the major companies, it could be one of the many, we have many locals, contractors that have built buildings that size and that big. MD Descan comes to mind real quick. They built many buildings that size or even larger. I know Merrick used to, but they were mostly highway. Look, my mind is blank as to thinking of any other contractors, but anybody would be eligible to be.
Skip Converse, Bonneville?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's one that has gotten a lot of them. I can't think of other contractors right now, but yeah, it would be public bid. And that is not only mandated by law, the commission of 7 citizens would be in charge of it. The judges are stepping out. They don't want to be part of that, okay? And Mike Kelly is retired. He does a little law practice.
Okay.
Okay, all right. But he hates it when I say he's retired because he still has a law practice, but it's a lot less than it was before. He doesn't want to serve on the commission after, if it passes. If it passes, they're gonna name 7 people, and I'm sure it'll be like pretty much any other thing, they'll be limited to 3 terms or 3-year terms or something like that, staggered over time, so other citizens can be appointed. You know, and heck, I don't know, how many of you would volunteer to be on that committee? I have no idea. It's a lot of work. You would? Okay, well, put your name in. You would? Okay, we're good. As the time, they want it to be around the parish, okay? There's 11 wards, but we don't really go by wards anymore, by name of things, so there's gonna be 7 people from around the parish. And it should be racially balanced, it should be community balanced, you know, personally, you should have one from the major population areas, for each of them, and make sure that it's well representative of what we look like and who we are. Okay? Any other questions? Free ice cream?
No, another question you had asked earlier about
Sorry.
a grant, only heard like a piece of it.
I think was,
Possible restoration grant for this building.
y'all leaving? All right. See y'all later. Son and two of the grandsons. I mentioned capital outlay. There's a capital outlay that has been in existence for several years and they haven't been able to spend it because they have to come up with a specific plan. It's $450,000, and of course the legislature still has to approve it. And they would have to approve the plan. Initially, it was for the fourth floor until we found out all the problems. It would take a lot more than.
I just wish we could
I would love
reserve
to.
it.
Listen, I took a risk taking people up there. I took a risk because I thought it was important enough because people thought it was feasible to maybe add 1,500 square feet. I would love for it to be. I'd love for it to be a museum.
I still think it is feasible.
Really? And then I'll give you what the architect gave me. In fact, I posted it on my Facebook page. It's in italics. I posted it 2 days ago. Yeah, look it up. It's on District Attorney Charles Road. Okay, that page. It's not on, I don't know if exposed, put it, but it's on mine. And mine's open.
I know.
You don't get bumped unless you curse.
I read it.
Anything else?
No, I
Oh,
was
you
just.
read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. That came
If
from the
Rachel quick
architect.
text me back.
Those weren't my words. I put it in italics, so I didn't want anybody to think I was that smart. Okay, I don't know all that stuff, okay? That was from the architect. And you know, that can be verified with anybody else's architect or fire marshal code person. Anybody else? Yes?
With Courthouse right there and the school across the street, how would traffic be impacted?
The plan is to have a traffic light, which they've been begging for anyway.
And turning lanes.
And yeah, right, and adding turning lanes. The good thing about it is there is one road already there next to Courthouse, and there's a planned road to be on the other side.
Okay.
So there'll be two entrances into the Justice Center, and it is right across from, one of the roads is right across from the charter school. So they're hoping, and detail, which is quite a few trucks going in now, there's a planned traffic light, that would be one of the major.
And to extend what's called Longfellow. It's Longfellow.
Yeah, Longfellow Road, right, yeah,
Extend Longfellow.
right, to the other side.
I guess the hours of operation be the same as this courthouse here, correct? I'm guessing.
Yes, except for the 24-hour security.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, they don't stay. I mean, they feel like if criminal court is over, they go.
Yeah.
And by the way, you can bring phones to the courthouse now. There's some misinformation about that. We changed that rule. Any other questions? Oh, happy to do it. I'm glad you got to see it.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Riddle. We appreciate y'all.
Thank
doing
you,
it.
Judge.
Thank
Appreciate
you all for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Oh, yes.
Good deal. Good deal. All right.